Welcome, dear subscribers, to our first ever video analysis on Bitcoin. My name is Benjamin Mendemein, but you guys can call me Ben. Today, there are a lot of things to talk about, especially since Bitcoin and Ethereum showed massive momentum in the last days, and we have reason to believe that this whole movement, and especially our count of the last days, has changed. Most of you might remember our update from yesterday, in which we wrote about this exact situation and that this ABC movement might have come to an end. We had reason to believe that we would experience a huge price increase because this 5-wave impulse was finished. And since we posted this update, Bitcoin has gained more than $2,000 in a day. So everyone who followed our update yesterday can be very happy about this fast gain, but there's a small but very important detail in which I would talk about today, our alternative EVO. Our original count was based on that this movement was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this whole impulse would establish a ABC correction in wave 2. Unfortunately, the price barely reached the 236 retracement, and we have reason to believe that this whole movement wasn't a wave 1, 2. We feature this in our alternative count, and you guys might spot that we counted this a little different. This was a 1, 2, and this one was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the whole wave 3. This movement is the same, A, B, C, and the 5-wave impulse downwards. This green trading box was announced in our updates in the last days, and since the price touched this relatively smoothly and spiked out of it, we have reason to believe that this wave 4 correction is already over, and this represents a wave 5. So here what's important about this one. This would mean that this was a whole finished 5-wave impulse, and for the next weeks and even months, we would correct in a wave 2. You can see it right here. This retracement is based on this last high. Of course, it's possible that the price could spike higher in the next weeks, but we don't think that the price will exit this red trading box. Usually wave 5s have the same length as a wave 1, and you can see it 1.618 extension. Yeah, this is difficult because our last count would have featured that this movement would see a more major price increase in wave 3. But like I said, because this retracement with the 0.3236 was barely touched, we just can't interpret this as a wave 2 because that's the normal target for a wave 2 and it barely reached it. Yeah, so here what's important for you guys, especially who are oriented on the short-term side, we expect that the price will finish its wave 5 in this region and then will start a major correction in ABC in the next months. I estimate that we will correct for a whole month of March and even April. For us, however, this doesn't change our long-term view. As you guys might know, we are already invested and added further positions in Solana, Chainlink, and Polkadot. We won't close any of them because we are in it for the long term, and we don't swing trade this, especially because the count can still change, and it's good to hold the positions which you have accumulated at a good price. Maybe today we will feature an update on Ethereum. As you might expect, the count has there changed too, but we will look into this today. I have to discuss the count in Ethereum with my colleagues. It's relatively the same as Bitcoin, but there are some small differences, and we didn't reach another high in Ethereum. So to give you guys a more long-term view, this chart might be new for most investors, but this features our macro count. We expect that this high at barely 62,000 was the cycle top, and since then we expanded in a wave A, B, and since November 21 that this was the real harsh bear market, which most people suffered, I expect. And we came down in a 5 wave impulse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we estimate that this was the absolute cycle bottom in Bitcoin at exactly 15,300. We don't expect that the price will go any lower. I have seen some trading ideas from other people on here. We expect that the bear market will continue to expand in this year, but personally, we don't think that this is going to happen because most macro indicators are looking very good, and this movement has a very, very clean 5 wave structure. So let's be patient. The upcoming days might see a trend reversal and we will go down, but don't panic. We will keep you guys updated, and we will write about this on the weekend that you guys have this in a more detailed form on here. Just make sure to subscribe that you won't miss it, and we will update our altcoin counts too, like Solana, Chainlink, Polkadot, and WeChain. And I got some direct messages that we should add Phantom as FTM US dollars, and we will look into it in a lot. We will start to cover it, but we will keep you guys updated if we will do it. Thank you for your time, and this was already it. Just make sure to be prepared for a trend reversal in the next days and position yourself accordingly. But most importantly, like we said, we won't close any of our positions. And if we should, we would keep you guys updated, of course. Thanks and good evening.